or if you ever felt like everything that you're trying to accomplish is going against you, this is the show for you. Get ready to be motivated, get ready to be inspired, get ready to be uplifted, or even better yet, get ready to know that there are people that are surviving and they're going through the worst bit of their lives, but they're keeping their heads up high. Now, the gentleman I have on the show has a very motivating story. This guy goes by the names of Bugembe Nelson. Bugembe Nelson is the CEO of his very own company called Divine Detergent. Now, Divine Detergent is a company that definitely makes detergents. You know, they do liquid soap, they do dog shampoo, to mention but a few. Now, the most fascinating thing about this guy is still that when he was growing up, yeah, there was more of a dysfunctional thing that happened to him, you know, that made him handicapped. But he said that, you know what, that cannot deter me from achieving whatever I want to achieve in life. He went on being so ambitious and so persuasive with everything that he wanted to do. He went to school since primary. He started when he was a cripple. He went to university. He got his degree. He did another course, and now he's an IT specialist that also deals in social media management. He's so flamboyant and so active on Twitter. That's how I actually came to learn on him and get to know his story, and said perhaps we could do an interview. I've seen him on several TVs. He has shared his story and is here to share his story with us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the famous Bugembe Nelson, he's in the house. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. So tell me, something here is happening to you. You're having a fit treatment. Let me call it a pedicure or whatever they're going to do, a fit scrub. Has it ever happened to you?
It has ever, and this is the second time now.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you're special. Everybody that was anticipating to see you when I say that I'm going to host you, they were keen and anxious to hear and know what keeps you going. Tell me, this is what I read, all right? I read some of your story, yeah? You got crippled when you were in primary, right?
Hadn't begun school.
You hadn't even begun school?
Yes. In the process of immunization, that is where it all messed up from.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was taken for immunization like any other child, I don't know how the doctors messed up with, because I cannot tell. But after
they always mess up with things,
but
especially
after
when it comes to immunization and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. After the immunization injection, I started feeling pain in this left leg, so I couldn't step very well on the ground.
Yeah, it wasn't balanced.
Yes, it wasn't balancing. So it continued, so this one started shortening. It wasn't growing in the same length with this one. So I was taken to Drago, and we spent like 6 months when they are trying to balance up the legs.
At that time, what was going through your head when this was happening to you? Were you cursing the world? Because I know you were really young, but what you was a church dako, like what you gamba into. Weren't you shocked?
I was shocked, but ngabo manyi ngatumanyi how the world is moving, what you're still being taken care of the parents. But in Mulago, life started becoming hard a bit. Kuba, I spent 6 months nga maguru bagawanise
and
ekiro misana all the
they
time.
Administering this too much dosage on you, like what was happening during that time?
Not really. Their main aim was to balance the legs. That was the main aim.
So they were trying to want to recover?
Yes, to make sure this one balances with this one leg on the same level. Yes.
But
baali tebamanyi.
Okay, that is where
Yes.
I see things mostly went wrong. Because all the doctors that did this checkup on you, they didn't actually know what was happening.
They
That
didn't know.
You were gradually losing your foot.
Exactly.
Okay, and your parents, how did they react to this? Did they go ahead and file a lawsuit against that hospital or the doctor or whichever person that caused you this?
I don't think they went on with the investigations, because when this happened and then admitted to Morago, they didn't follow up the doctor and everything.
Huh. It's already starting to touch me. Yeah, it's already starting to touch me. So now you start school, but you're handicapped. How was the environment like? I mean, you even fitting in? Because I know at certain point in your life, you mentioned that you experienced bullies. Tell me, how was that primary life for you the first time you went to school? And how were you feeling about how people are going to think about you?
Oh, I remember, I think it was primary one. I had a sister of mine. She used to take me to school because I couldn't walk myself there. My dad bought a bicycle, this real bicycle, so she used to push me there every day. But as you know, school, you're kind of unique. They see you in a different
Were they
perspective.
treating you special? Any special?
Kinda, but as you know, village schools, yeah. So I wasn't feeling myself because everyone was normal and I was the disabled one. So there is that feeling you have in you.
And also, when you're still young and trying to grapple with the whole situation of you losing one of your feet or retiring one of your feet, I mean, your father at one point helped you and encouraged you to use a stick instead of going and following the doctor's orders and what they were trying to do. I think at some point he saw that this was not going to work out. And then he started encouraging you and guiding you on how to use a stick. Tell me through that experience.
Okay. When we spent 6 months in Drago, so this one was getting smaller and it was starting to rot because of the cement. They cemented both of them. So this one, I think the virus was continuous. So the 6 months in Morago, and my dad was like, it is a wastage of time. Let us get back home. So we went back to the village. They had to remove the cement. This one was getting rot. So I was unable to walk. I was feeling pain. I started crowning down. That was the way to walk.
At one point, you actually couldn't walk for like a great time.
Exactly. Nga ndi awo ntudde. Nga kyenyinza okukola nga neewalula just in case I need something nga neewalula. Yes. So my dad by then nga atambula nnyo nga tabeera nnyo wakakati nga there is this sympathy of a mother nga ye tayinza kuŋŋamba kintu kyonna kubanga ndowooza nga alaba kinkaluubiriza. So one time my dad came back nansanga nga tambula neewalula. Nagamba this will not work.
You are a man.
Exactly. He went, got a small stick. By then I was young. Got a small stick. He taught me how to use it. He was like, "You're going to use it." So it was hard, cryings, what. Mommy was like, "Leave my son," what, those things. But Dad was determined because he saw that I'm going to lose it. So it was a Sunday. I spent the whole day learning how to use it.
Weren't you saying like, my dad is out of his mind? I mean, why is he being hard on me like this?
It had to run in my mind, crying all day, but the guy was serious. He told me, "Go pick this for me using the stick." You have to go and pick it because he was a tough guy, very tough.
I mean, you're the only person that can tell us the true feeling. How painful was it for you to even wanting to get back on your foot? I wouldn't say feet, but your foot.
Yes, it was really painful because this leg has never stopped paining me till now.
Which
This one, the disabled
the other one, because
yes.
you're putting too much pressure on it.
Exactly. That time it was really painful because I had left the hospital, no medication, no what, you know, village stuff. So I was going through a tough moment, really tough, but my dad couldn't care because he was setting up a brighter future for me, of which we didn't know by then. So I started learning, moving around the compound, go bring this, go to your auntie, and he started pushing me far from home and monitoring me up. Reach there, come back. So I got used.
I'm telling you guys, it can't get better than this. If you need to get inspired or motivated, I mean, come on, Nelson. The strength, what keeps you going? Even up to now at this age, you're like 23, 24? How old are you?
I'm 24.
You just made 24?
Yeah, recently.
What has kept you going? Why do you feel like you're still purposeful? Your life is still purposeful?
I'm this kind of a guy that I admire. When I look at something nice, I feel I should have it. When I see people driving on the roads, I feel I should own a car. I feel I should be somewhere. I feel I should look nice, and no one is going to provide. Yes, truth be told, no one is going to provide for you. So I keep my head up because I want to be somewhere also, like other abled people.
Nelson, check this out. We are going in for a break. But listen, guys, there's something we need to talk about. Divine detergents. This is some incredible product that is coming from this young man and his company. We need to support him. And also, how far are you with quad bike fundraise? How far are you with that? Because the last time I checked out, you were searching for money to get that to help you throughout your business.
Oh, as per now, I have 2 million. And the quad bike costs 4.5.
Okay. If anybody needs to do a fundraise or give you money or, you know, contribute something,
yes.
How do they reach out? Do you have a number?
Yes, I do have both lines, MTN and Airtel.
Please read them out freely.
The Airtel one is 0755 39 60 53. Then the MTN number is 0771 44 28 21.
Okay, there is also the other platform that you're so active at. That's Twitter.
Yes.
You know, that's how I reached out. They can also follow you on Twitter. That is?
Bugembe Nelson. Yes. Disability isn't inability.
Yeah,
that is my
it. That is a creed that you live by in life. And later on, I'll be asking you why you chose that. But yeah, we're going to go in for a break. But I'm telling you, you need to be inspired by his story. And if you're not, then I don't know what will inspire you. So don't go anywhere. We're still at Hammam Spa and Saloon, enjoying and having a great conversation with this incredible gentleman, Nelson. If you're just joining us, we are still at Hammam Spa and Saloon, who are saying that this Valentine's Day they have you fixed. Come and have the best spa treatment in Kampala. Sikulimba, Sikuwairiza, these guys are ultimately the best. They do pedicures, they do manicures, they do body scrub, they do hot stone massage, one of my favorites. They do facials, they do, you know, you guys have seen exactly what they do. Now, in the house, I'm also still chilling with the incredible Bugembe Nelson, a man with one of the most uplifting stories you can ever run into. Now, Nelson, you, at one point, the decision you took for you to come up with this company called Divine is when you actually started cohabiting with your siblings. Is that true? The time you chose to start to stay with your brother or sister or any of your other people that you felt the urgent need of wanting to also provide for them?
This project started in those COVID times last year in around July. I was home. By then I'd got done with school, completed my diploma in information technology. So as we are home, I was the head of the place.
Yeah.
Yes, of the household, because I had my brother, my young brother there. I had two friends of mine that I met in Kampala, just not relatives, but they became brothers. So we are four home. As COVID was home the whole day doing nothing, had got done with school, waiting for graduation, what. So an idea dropped in me because we were spending almost 24/7 doing nothing home. So an idea dropped in me, and I was like, what can we do? We are all youth, just seated all the time. I was like, can't we start up something? So an idea dropped in me, the one of liquid soap.
Why liquid soap though? Is it easy to make? Is it?
I didn't even have a clue on how to go about it, on what do they use what, but I thought that was the better thing to kick off with, because it is needed in our daily life, like every day homes use it. And so I thought about it. I had to go on and investigate and make research. Who are the people that do this? Finally I got a friend that was doing it, though I didn't know. She came home, taught me, and one other guy. So it was so I told the guy, the reason that's why I involved in this other guy is because I wanted some help in lifting up the jerry cans, those drums. So the thing was for two people. I added him in. So it started running, but in the due course, when I joined Twitter and I was trying to advertise, tweet about the hustle, the guy one time woke up and he was like, you know what, do your own thing, I do my own thing.
Oh, you
I'm like,
the business.
yes. I'm like, why? He was like, I want also to do mine. To do the same thing.
I saw that it's really working.
Yes, to do the same thing, but you're doing your own, I'm doing my own.
Wow.
Yes.
How did that make you feel? Did you feel a sense
I got
of
disappointed.
Betrayal? Yeah.
I got disappointed. I'm like, this guy. Okay, I was like, what do you want? He wanted the brand name, to go with the brand name. Me, I looked for another one.
Yet you had pushed it.
Yes, yet I had pushed it. So what I did, I didn't go into wrangles with him.
Yeah.
I just shifted and left him. I was like, okay, you go on and do your own stuff.
Among both of you, who had the biggest investment into the business? Where did you get the money to invest in all this?
I was getting some small support. Some relatives could support you with what he or she could afford with. So I had to kick off. I didn't wait to collect up a big sum of money to start, but the little I could get, I go do the graphics of these stickers, looking for containers with the little money I could get.
When you talk about do the graphics, this means you do them yourselves because you studied media. You know how these things work.
Yes, I've ever done, though I didn't perfect it that much because I was really running a lot of things, so I didn't give it a lot of time to learn and concentrate about it. But I know the tutorials, how to begin and how to come up with something, though not in a perfect way.
Okay. Now, I told you this off camera that most of the people that would want to buy your products probably would be because of sympathy. Others would be because of the quality. How are you ensuring that the quality is good enough besides the story that quotes the product?
Okay. Let me take you back a little bit.
Yeah, please.
On Twitter mostly, I found a certain lady. So she has a shop on Alua Park. She sells the chemicals. She was like, you know what, I want to support your hustle with chemicals that make up 5 jerry cans, 20 liters. I was like, okay. Then I met up.
What do you mean, like support? Give you for free?
Yes, freely. 5 20 liters. So I went, picked up the chemicals. So when I went back to buy other chemicals, she told me, how is the business? How is everything? So I explained the hassles I go through, transport, what and what. So she offered me a place. She told me, you know what, I have my free space here. What you do, get some containers. You come be mixing here in town. Then in case of some people that are within town, they can buy, come get from here when you have an address. So she provided me with an address freely. And I want to thank her very much. Yeah. She's called Abby.
A good Samaritan.
Yes, she's a good Samaritan, and she became my sister now, because we are so friendly now. We do business together. So she has some good experience. Yes, her shop is called Zappa. She sells chemicals. She has some good experience. So in case of anything that I'm not good at, she comes in. She helps me out. Let us add in this chemical. Let us put this one. This will not work.
To me, she looks like a guardian angel.
Exactly.
So listen, this is the same household that supports your rent, right? Because you moved away from your parents' wings.
Yeah.
Or you have some other things that are running?
I don't have any other thing that is running, because I tried applying for jobs. They could ignore what. I came to know that because of I met someone, he's a celebrity and a media personality. She told me that, you know what, Nelson, I was inquiring whether I can get a job in line with what I studied. Yeah. She told me, you know what, Nelson, most of the companies are going to ignore you because of your physical appearance.
Yeah.
Yes, they want to employ you.
What is that line, the job of line?
IT.
IT.
IT, social media, all those things. Yes. That is what she told me, and when she told me, I started reflecting on where I applied, what, you have connections there, but eventually at the end of it all, they don't call you, what. So even if you want to do charity or kind of internship, they ignore, but they don't tell you the reason as to why they ignored you. So I came to know that after her telling me that. So I was like, okay, probably I may not get a job, like in line with what I went to campus for.
Okay, Nelson, there is a bit of a twist we're going to have with this whole interview thing. It's not bad. You're going to love it. We are going to give you a 2 weeks run on our show, on our platform.
Yes.
Because I feel like we are just getting started with whatever you're about to tell me. Because I ask you this one question and you narrate to me almost 5 minutes, and I love it. I love it. Okay. And I'm sure everybody is also loving it. So let's first backpedal back to the quad bike. Let's repeat again. How can people get in touch if they want to donate or fundraise for you, or, you know, participate? How can they reach out? What are those numbers?
Oh, my mobile numbers are, I have two. The Airtel one is 0755 39 60 53. Then the MTN one is 0771 44 28 21.
All right. Nelson, we are going to take a huge break, in fact, an entire week's break. So we return next week with the same show, the same space. Let us just keep on continuing with the same conversation.
Yes.
I want us to dwell more about this business and how people can reach out, and also mostly assert the fact of the quad bike. You really need this. Please support a brother to support himself, yeah? So we are going to take a major break. Thanks to Hammam Spa and Saloon. Thanks to Nelson Bugembe for showing up. Thanks to the team. But we shall be back here, the same space, the same episode, but only that we are going to, you know, be uncovering some other parts of his life and, you know, get to know more about him. So see you next week. I'm still here with Nelson. Let me see that stick. Let me hold it. I might get blessings. Why is it conduented? why does it have a rubber feel?
Oh, that happened last year. I think last year. I met one of my great inspirations, Pastor Kayanja. So we met. We were somewhere there. He had taken us to his farm. So I got a chance and he saw me. So he called me. He told me, are you good with, because I was using a normal stick and it could cause some wounds in the hand.
Archbishop Janan Luwum is a modern-day martyr who was killed in February 1977 at the orders of the then president of Uganda, Idi Amin Dada. Janan Luwum showed courageous leadership in opposing tyranny, gross human rights violations, and religious persecution in Uganda during Idi Amin's time. His death triggered global mobilization against Idi Amin until his overthrow in 1979 by a combined force of Ugandan and Tanzanian defense forces. The government of Uganda in 2016 declared 16th of February a National Commemoration Day in remembrance of Archbishop Janan Luwum. This year, 2021, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the province of the Church of Uganda, together with Directorate for Ethics and Integrity, Office of the President, are organizing a scientific commemoration celebration at State House in Entebbe. The general public is therefore invited to follow the live broadcast on UBC TV and other media platforms. This message is brought to you by Directorate for Ethics and Integrity, Office of the President.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you. I'm getting out of this house. I'm getting out of this marriage.
Wait.
First of all, you never include me in your plans. You are never there for me when I need you. We sleep in separate bedrooms. We are never seen together anywhere. Are you ashamed of me?
My people suffer for lack of knowledge, says the Lord God Almighty. Meaning, there are life circumstances in our relationships and marriage that we should have experienced differently, but we did not know what to do. We were ignorant and we paid for it. However, the Lord is in the business of consolidating every area of your love life so as to portray His glory before His soon return. Now, you may have had your own share of misguided information on the how to handle marriage, but not anymore.
This is a marriage, in case you didn't know.
What is there for me to show ever since I married you?
I'm done being here. We paid the rent. We take care of the kids. What more do you want me to do?
You're always at work. The kids don't even know who you are anymore.
Connect to the unshakable, reliable truth of the Word of God, shining the light on which path to take. The Marriage Anchor, Presi Buyondo, presents you this truth every Sunday, 11